Hi Year 6, I hope you're all doing okay. I'm sure you're ready for our spelling session today with a paper and pen, but if not, pause the video now. Right, last week we played some spelling games, which I hope you enjoyed. This week I want to go over some spelling words that we have learnt, and then I've got a couple of spelling puzzles for you to have a go at. The words I want to revisit today start with the prefix M, that's EM. Now we learnt these through picture clues. So I'm going to show the pictures now, and I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at remembering the sentences. I expect you did really well at remembering those. Let's go over them and please write down the words as we go. So on the first row we have the pound sign, which was for employ, and the needle and thread for an embroiderer. So it's employ the embroiderer. We talked about the oi sound being different in this word and this word. Okay, the next two pictures, we've got embalm, the embarrassed. Embalm, the embarrassed. We've learnt embarrassed quite a few times and it's got double letters in it, so be careful. And this row, we've got empower, and our train lines remind us of the word embarker. We learnt that embarking means to get on a form of transport, like a train or a boat or a plane, and that when you get off, you disembark. And finally, the last row, we've got emphasise and the word embellishment. Now, we learnt embellishment is adding detail to a picture or some writing, so our symbol is some growing greens, and the bell reminds us that the word bell is in the middle of the word. So please check that. Right, you should have 8 words written down. I'm going to hold up the answers. You can pause the video and check whether you were right. And I've underlined the tricky bits in red. Okay, I'd like to go over some singular and plural spellings now. And because I film in my kitchen, I've got a few objects from the kitchen that we can use to practice some spellings. So the first object I've got is a knife. Could you write down knife? So this is the singular, one knife. What if I've got 2? So now I've got knives. Could you write down knives? Okay, I've got a cherry tomato. 1 tomato, write down tomato. But what if I've got 2? I've got tomatoes. Can you write down tomatoes? I've got a glass, and here's another. Glasses. Write down glass and glasses. Here's one box. Could you write down box? And now I've got boxes. Could you write down boxes? Right, let's just have a look at the spellings. So, knife to knives. It's the rule of changing the F to the V and adding ES. Right, tomato ends in O, and when we make it a plural, we add ES. Can you see that I've drawn some toes on the bottom of the tomato? That will help you remember it. And it's the same with potato to potatoes. Just imagine that these vegetables have got toes on them. Here's glass to glasses, we add ES, and the same with box to boxes. Right, I found the next spelling puzzles in a newspaper and thought they were great and that we could have a go at them. First of all, you're going to need to draw what I'm going to call a spelling staircase. Have a look at this. I'd like you to draw this. It starts with a row of 3 squares, then 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to need to draw this spelling staircase out. Right. Now, I'm going to read some clues and then you'll put the answers into your spelling staircase. So, let me read the first clue. It says, a residue from a fire. So if you've had a fire and it's gone out, what are you left with that's a 3-letter word? A 3-letter word. Now, I've written these in ready. It should be the word ash. So your chart will now look like this. The next clue is paper money. what do we call paper notes? It's called cash. Can you see that the same letters are used in here and here, but we've added another letter? Right, the next clue, so using the CASH, it says smash into another vehicle. So what will the word be on the third row? That's right, it's going to be crash. The next clue is look for. So if you're looking for something, use the letters CRASH and add another letter. That's right, it's going to be search. So you now have this. And then our final clue is stretches out an arm to grasp something. So you use the letters from the row above plus one more. That's right, you should have reaches. So it looks like this when you've finished. Well, year 6, I've got another one for you to do. So you're going to need to draw out another staircase. And then I'm going to hold this up. You can pause the screen, read the clues and complete it. Right, the next thing I did was think, well, let's do it in reverse. What if I write the words in and you had to write the clues? And actually, year 6, I found this really hard. Once I got to about the third row, it was hard to fill in the next two, but I did manage it. I showed resilience. So here's the words. What I want you to do is to pause the screen, have a go at writing some clues that match this. So year 6, if you fancy having a go at doing your own puzzle and writing some clues, leave it blank, the words, please email them in. I'd love to have a go at solving your puzzles. So I look forward to receiving maybe some of those this week. Anyway, that's it for all for today. Take care, stay safe, see you soon.